Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, this is another episode of 94 Feet Podcast. Your boy Big Zeke in the building. I'm here with my brother Dre.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Happy Sunday.
I'm also here with my brother Kesey.
What's good, good people?
And as you know, it is playoff time, so we have a hard stop. Let's get straight into it.
Before we get into it, we got to show our boy some birthday love, man.
It's not his birthday yet.
Well, his birthday is Tuesday or Wednesday, and we not going to record before his birthday.
I'll do it after.
So happy birthday to my brother,
So
Keith.
it's been, let's just move it on.
He is a horrible human being.
I'm not a horrible human being. I'm doing it.
That's what your EP said. Happy birthday, brother.
Appreciate it.
Happy birthday, Kesey.
How you feeling, man?
Welcome to the
blessing to be.
40-40 Club.
Why you gotta put my business out there?
What, man? I'm just putting it out there. It is.
It's a blessing to be 40. I'm blessed. I'm alive.
We share Ben Gay. We drink. With straight hard liquor. We smoke cigars sometimes. It depends on the day.
You're actually old enough to complain about something and not give a care what people think about it.
That's true. You're also old enough now to say, back in my day, you just start off with just you don't even care what you say. It don't even have to be true. Back in my day, I drove 15 minutes to school.
Is that what the 40 Club go to?
Mm-hmm.
Not mine. Not mine.
Or you can live in delusion like this gentleman here.
Delusion. Yeah, let's compare.
Now, Kesey,
let's compare.
Hold on a second. Now, Kesey, you're not exactly
delusion.
40 yet, but you can just, it's right there. It's the next step. Dre, on the other hand, he gonna fight it. Dre gonna fight it.
I ain't fighting nothing.
How old are you?
I'm 40. I'm not fighting nothing. Listen, I'm even wearing my gray hair now, man.
You wasn't fighting. You at first, I'm 39 and a half.
Hey, until I turned 40, I was 39 and a half. I'm just saying. It beats the alternative, right?
Let's just get to it.
Let's get to it.
Let's get injury report.
Oh, we have one. Kawhi Leonard is. I got it.
Go ahead.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is out. He's being listed as 2 to 4 weeks with a strained calf, hoping that he can at least come back for the second round if the Bucks make it. Kawhi Leonard sat out game 1. Not that the Clippers needed them because the Clippers are dominating Dallas right now.
Currently.
I also believe, as my script is coming up, what's the name sat out as well. Anthony Davis went down yesterday, but he stayed in the game.
He's fine.
He stayed in the game. And those are the injuries. And one more that was missed here is Jimmy Butler also missed game 1, and he is potentially out for the series as well. So some key injuries happening right now in the playoffs. And unfortunately, all 3 of those players that we listed injured, with the exception of Kawhi, are going to be critical for any type of deep playoff run for their team, at least to get out the first round, in my opinion.
And then also Grayson Allen was hurt yesterday during his game versus the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Shout out to is that Kilo?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Shout out to Kilo, man. I never knew your real name, bruh. We appreciate you listening, fam.
All right, cool. How do you get? Brother, we'll have an iPhone.
What are you trying to do
later?
You dismiss all the extra screen.
Oh, here, I'll show you.
We'll have an iPhone tutorial later.
So this is what you do. You
just gonna do this right now.
Just keep talking.
Around the pod.
You do this, and you
Okay.
just
gonna do this right
because that'll save your battery.
I know. That's what
You got a screen protector?
no, I just got it.
You need a screen
Literally
protector,
just turned it on today.
a screen protector, and a case.
Let's go ahead.
What's up, boss?
I mean, while we're here, we might as well go ahead and welcome Kesey to the iPhone Club.
Yeah.
Throw it out there.
No, I don't think you understand. Androids are the worst.
Low key, they're better phones than iPhone,
but they don't look better.
A Toyota's better than a Benz, but I'm still copping that Benz. Anyways, let's move around. So Grayson Allen. Speaking of Grayson Allen, Grayson Allen
spending their money on something they can't afford.
Grayson Allen gets he got a $70 million extension with the Phoenix Suns. Another Bucks player who's getting their money without our team and low key thriving. I just wanted to give him a little quick shout out. And then moving on, Blake Griffin has officially retired from the NBA after 13 seasons. 6 All-Star appearances, and 5 All NBA selections. Hall of Famer, no.
That's a
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah.
I'ma probably have to say, here we go again with what's the Hall of Fame criteria.
Yeah.
Other than some explosive dunks in the dunk contest, what has Blake Griffin done for the game of basketball?
I just told you.
He started Lob City.
He
didn't say
started
he was
Lob
a part
City
of.
for a couple seasons.
He was a part of Lob City.
He was injured a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Never won a title.
Nope.
Never was the man.
He was the man.
And he wasn't. Chris Paul was the man. And
No.
okay, Blake and DeAndre together were the Twin Towers, but it didn't amount to anything. My opinion, Blake is not a Hall of Famer. I vote no.
Kesey?
Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
He on the cusp. He
So
kind
that
of
means
in,
no.
but he kind of out
So that means no.
because it's tough. He did change the game a little bit.
How has he changed the
How
game?
did he change the game?
Because he was
Like that answer, Tom, by the way, but go ahead.
high flying power forwards wasn't around like that before he came around.
It was.
Yeah, it was.
They had turnaround jumps
Sean Kemp,
outside of Sean Kemp.
Kevin Durant.
Ooh, that's not a bad,
Power
that's a bad
forwards
example.
I'm
That's a
talking
bad-
about.
That's a bad example.
Okay.
Sean Kemp.
I don't want to say high flying power forwards. I'm saying Blake Griffin was athletic, which is a lot of people that come into the NBA. They're just
Desmond
athletic.
Mason was
Yeah,
athletic.
now, but like back then,
Back
when he
then
came,
too.
who?
This wasn't that long
Desmond
ago.
Mason.
Like
They're
10
not
years.
power forwards. Those are small forwards and 2 guards.
But athletic is athletic, right?
Athletic is
He
athletic.
was freakishly athletic.
Yeah, I don't know about freakishly.
I mean, what? Dunk,
Blake could jump. Yeah, he could
dunk
jump.
contest winner. I mean, you obviously have to be a
Dunking
super
on little
athlete.
people. Yeah.
Big
Remember, he
people
jumped
too.
over the Kia too.
Okay, it was the long way. It was vertical.
All these things you're
It
saying.
was
bro,
vertical.
all
You
these,
can't even jump on the hood, and you trying to say that? Listen, don't do that. Don't do that.
no, go ahead. Because
No, what you say earlier?
Want to
Wait,
go
wait, wait.
viral,
What
this will be
did
it.
you say? I'm 40. I know what I should do.
Go-
What I should
Go
do.
ahead and do it. Let me put you on camera.
But
Who playing
we-
with his
and
phone
we-
now? I ain't never heard you say turn on camera when you had an edge.
No, if you jump on that table, I would have turned the Android on. I
The
would have turned
camera's
the
already on. This is going on YouTube. You
I
think
would've-
this ain't
Right,
going
it's
viral?
already on.
I would have told to turn the Motorola on. I'd have turned the flip on to see
But-
you
but-
jump on top of that table.
But no, to get back to it, man, Blake was athletic, but the game of basketball didn't change because of him. It did not. It did not.
I'm saying you're asking me? No. I don't think he's
So is he in the same caliber as Amari Stoudemire?
If I had to
Let
pick,
Let me ask you a question.
if
No,
I
I'm
had to
glad you
pick
brought that
one,
up.
Since
I'm
y'all wanna
giving
go to-
Amari the nod before Blake. If it came down to the,
Yes,
yeah, I am.
I will too.
Yeah, I am.
I'm giving Amari the nod.
neither one of them.
I'm giving Amari the nod. If it
Neither
came down to those two and you had to pick one between the
I'm
two,
going with Amari.
I'm picking Amari twice on Sunday.
Only reason I'm picking Amari because he's went further into the playoffs. That's the only reason. I'm picking him.
Amari was a killer until he got hurt.
So
A
was Blake.
Killer. Blake was never a killer. Blake was a
career.
regular double player on a stacked team. Come on, Z.
Stop
He
it,
wasn't a killer. People
was a
wasn't
killer.
afraid to play Blake. People had a little fear in them to play Amari. Amari could get you in the clutch. He could get you in the zone. He block your shot. He'll put you on a poster. Blake didn't play no defense at all. Come on, man.
No.
You better go back and watch those tapes.
No.
Hey.
Amari was a killer.
What they call him stat?
Amari was
Stack was a problem.
Amari had a really good run with Phoenix. He had a really good run with New York, but both those times he had good teammates.
He was never supposed
What
to.
do you think Blake
He-
Griffin and the Clippers
Griffin
had?
had good teammates too. What I'm saying is, if you really talk about,
How you think? Hold
only
on.
thing that stopped Blake Griffin from getting more success necessarily in the playoffs was Golden State. And then it was Golden State. It was Golden State.
So tell me this: how do you think Steve Nash got his MVP?
What do you mean?
Who you
by
think played a
doing-
key role in that?
Yeah, of course. Amari Stoudemire.
That was
did.
Amari
He led
Stoudemire.
the league in assists. He wasn't
Because of
passing
who?
to himself.
Because of who? He led the
He
league
was-
in assists because of who in the pick and roll? Amari Stoudemire.
Amari Stoudemire had Nash.
And you got to remember the year. Hold
on.
on. The year Steve Nash won MVP, Kobe Bryant and LeBron James had better numbers than him, and they both came second and third to him.
This is my thing about that. Like I said, Amari Stoudemire had. We're not talking about the highlights and what he did and stuff like that. You said Blake Griffin didn't do nothing for the game. What did Amari Stoudemire do?
So that wasn't the point. The question. No, wait a minute.
That's what you said.
No.
What has Amari Stoudemire? I'm posing the question
asked,
now. What has Amari Stoudemire done for the game?
But we didn't put Amari in the Hall of Fame. You said if you had to pick one, which one would you pick? And that's who we picked. We didn't say Amari did anything for the game, but make no mistakes about it. For a lot of years, Amari was the number one power forward in the game.
He was.
No one ever said that about Blake. No one ever said Blake was the number one power forward. I'm not going to sit here.
Hold
up. Amari led the league in rebounds. Amari won Defensive Player of the Year, or he was a finalist for it. He was a finalist for it. Come on, Zeke.
And he led the league in blocks for like 3 seasons.
Now
straight.
we got to go again. We're talking about statistically, these guys have pretty much even careers. They didn't do nothing. I'm sorry.
What you mean they didn't do nothing?
They didn't do nothing.
Even careers?
Even?
No.
Even.
Oh my God. What you drinking on?
There was a point in time when Blake Griffin was averaging 25. There was a point in time where he was averaging 22.
Chris Paul.
Yeah. So what? Okay. So what is your point when you say that? Because they have to get the ball passed to them. And these two guys that had elite passers next to them. So, but we're talking about these people. We're talking about Amari Stoudemire and Blake Griffin.
And I picked Amari.
Nah, bro, from 2011.
Like if you're talking about who these, if I have to pick between the two,
I'm picking Amari.
I'm going with Amari slightly, but I'm not saying he is. If I have to pick, if there's a third option there that neither one gets in.
Even at the end of his career, he did better than Blake.
Neither one gets in.
That's cool. But if I'm picking to be between him and Blake, I'm picking Amari.
Yeah, if you have to pick between the two, I'm picking Amari.
Even in his last season, Amari averaged 14 points and 9 rebounds a game. In his last season, Blake was on 5-6 teams between the last 3 seasons.
It's on 3 teams. Relax.
Was it 3? Was it 3? Was it really?
Boston, Brooklyn, Detroit. Boston,
Boston, Brooklyn,
Detroit. He took them.
Phoenix,
Detroit. He took them to the playoffs. He literally took them to the playoffs.
Okay, go ahead and give Blake that credit.
I'm just saying, like,
Blake is not a Hall of Famer. Next topic, please.
Right. Hey. He got a hard.
Either way it go, neither one of them got a championship.
That's what I'm saying. Neither one of them really did anything to be like.
Blake got 13 seasons. Amari got 14 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Blake was in the playoffs 10 times. Amari was in the playoffs 10 times.
What was Blake's last year? They both got
6 All-Stars.
What was Blake's last year stats?
What did that last year stats got to do?
All NBA first team. Blake 0. Amari 1.
All what?
All NBA first team.
Amari
first team. Okay.
They both averaged 19. They both averaged 8 rebounds.
Equal.
It's
pretty close.
Amari had more blocks.
By a lot.
1.2 to 0.5.
Okay. Amari was like 6'10". Blake was 6'8".
Amari got more points, more total rebounds.
Amari was. Go ahead. Amari was on the all. How many second teams did Blake have? Amari had 4 all NBA second teams. Amari was the rookie of the year.
Amari had 1,000 career blocks. Blake Griffin got 300 blocks.
Amari got his number retired. All rookie first team. MVP of the Israeli Basketball League.
Of what?
MVP of the Israeli Basketball League.
All right, now you just
they best seasons. Amari averaged 26.
Let's move on.
Blake averaged 24.
Let's move on. You just throwing stats out there.
Well, I mean, it's true. Don't stop the Amari hate, man.
I'm not saying Amari hate. I'm just saying these are pretty much equal careers here, besides the blocks. Okay, so this year the Olympic basketball team has been selected. It's been set. I'm sorry. LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, Anthony Edwards, Anthony Davis, Tyrese Halliburton, Devin Booker, Joel Embiid,
Stop being
Jason
lazy.
Tatum.
Finish that man's name. Halliburton.
What?
Halliburton.
Hey. Who they playing today? The Bucks. No respect.
Okay, that's fair.
Jason Tatum,
That's fair.
Drew Holiday, and then Bam, and then the last spot went to Kawhi Leonard. Obvious question: is this team better than the Dream Team?
No. No, that team sounds very injured and old.
This team
So what
sounds
do you
injured
think
and
What do you
old.
think the Dream Team was?
The Dream Team.
They was all old on their way.
No, they weren't.
They was on their
No,
prime.
they weren't. Only ones were
Magic,
Only
Bird.
ones were Magic and Bird.
That was it.
That's it. That's it.
Now
So,
here's my
that's
question.
it.
It's
Only
two
one that's
things.
old is LeBron and
Steph?
LeBron is old. Steph is old. KD is old by NBA standards. Anthony Davis is old by NBA
No.
standards.
Before you go into all that,
Joel Embiid is
you-
injured.
No.
before you go into that, you see what happened with the young team. So let's not do that game. We obviously need
Joel Embiid is injured. He's injured. He's injury walking player. Drew Holiday is old.
I don't think
Kawhi
Embiid
Leonard
gonna
is
play.
injured. Come on, bro. They're not better than the Dream Team. They're a team that's gonna win the gold easily. They'll win the
I don't know
gold.
if they're gonna do that yet.
I don't know easily, but they'll win the gold. But they're not better than the Dream Team.
even with the claw.
Nah, the Claw, is he gonna show up?
Is Joel gonna be there?
This is his first time in being in the.
Yeah, but his knees right now are the person in the room that nobody wants to dance with, bro.
I think they coming to make a statement this year.
Think so? Oh, they have to. That's why they assembled this super team because of what happened. What
With the
in,
young
in FIBA, right? When we
Yeah.
got the silver or the bronze.
Did Kyrie Irving get snubbed?
There is no way that the NBA was going to put Kyrie Irving on a USA basketball team just for him to turn it down.
What you mean turn it down? He wouldn't go turn it down.
He would have a Colin Kaepernick moment.
No,
Yeah,
I
he
don't
would.
think- I don't
Yeah,
think
he
he would.
would.
I don't think
Yeah,
he
he
would.
would.
I don't think he
As
would.
long as the United States,
we
hold
have
up.
not-
As long as the United States keeps standing for genocide and the
We-
United States doesn't do this, there is no way that Kyrie Irving would have accepted an invitation to the
On a
USA
PR
team.
level, Kyrie is comeback player of the year.
The-
On a PR level,
Who?
Kyrie.
He is not.
When have you heard anything from Kyrie?
We ain't heard nothing all year.
Nothing all year, but there are players that came
Almost
back
2
that-
years.
Don't give him that much credit.
I'm
He didn't-
saying,
he didn't have nothing last
have
year
you heard
either.
anything from Kyrie?
Nothing last
Since
year.
he left Brooklyn, have you heard anything from
He
Kyrie?
got that money.
Got that money, but has you heard anything
Walk
from Kyrie?
into his apartment from the stadium, giving out bags of money.
He did get snubbed.
I don't think
Hands down, he got snubbed.
Who would you have replaced him for as a guard wise? Holiday?
Halliburton.
No,
Is this an Indiana thing? Or you just
No.
like him in general?
no,
Hold
no.
on. Let me.
Because the best
Hold on,
defensive
hold
player
on.
on the team is Holiday, so you can't snub Holiday, right?
I said Halliburton.
No, come on, Keith.
I think
Halliburton is so overrated, dude. He's decent, but he's overrated.
But you got to go guard.
He's
for
not
guard.
a superstar for everybody to be riding
He's
his
a
balls
guard.
like that.
For Indiana, he is a superstar.
Yeah, for Indiana,
No, I think on any team he would be.
no.
No.
On any team he would be.
No.
If he,
Well, we gonna find out in the next 4 games,
We
aren't
are.
we?
if you give him, let's just say he went to LA, same stats. Even nastier.
What?
I don't know about that, bro. Because you're playing in the shadow of
Because
LeBron.
at the end of the day,
Only-
in
only-
Indiana, who else is the ball hands in besides him?
What do we mean? As far as like ball
And
handler?
I'm saying like why he got the stats he got because who else is the ball hand in?
Nobody. He's a point guard.
He's the only person that the ball is in the hand in, so he got to have some stats.
My
You
thing-
put him on any other team with some stacked players,
Mhm.
and he gonna look below average.
No. I think that if you put him on a team of people who
Because
don't
clearly,
need to
'cause
hold the ball, let's just say
he was in FIBA when
let's-
they lost.
I know he was. Let's put
So what does that tell you?
let's put him
With
on.
with a young Anthony Edwards that was killing.
Yeah, he was.
Shout out
So I don't want to
Anthony
hear
Edwards.
that about that. No.
I don't think he's overrated. I think
Yes,
that's
he is. He is
I don't think-
overrated.
I don't think he's overrated.
He's
I
a
think
very
that's
good
strong.
player, but he's not the superstar they making him to be.
I think Halliburton's career and his popularity for me is that of a De'Aaron Fox because they're both with mostly unpopular
Is this-
un-TV teams.
Is this a bonus take?
It's not a Sabonis take, but what
You
I'm saying
sure?
that's actually a better example. If you look at Fox and Sabonis, they've had good runs.
Mm-hmm.
They got eliminated. They're not in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but you're not going to pick them over a lot of top players. And they're
Yeah.
playing with
DeAndre Fox is top 5 in the league right now.
Top 5 what?
Top 5 point guard.
It's not DeAndre. It's De'Aaron Fox.
Whatever.
And you're smoking.
He's not top 5?
No.
Name 5 point guards better than
Kyrie.
1.
Steph.
2.
Does he classify as a point guard or a shooting guard?
He's a point guard.
He's a
I'll give him
point
that.
guard.
It was sarcasm because of the debates we had about that.
Thinking about all the teams.
You taking him or D'Lo?
It's him.
D'Lo who? From the Lakers?
Yeah, I'm just gonna name off a few point guards.
Brunson.
Brunson.
Devin Booker.
Devin Booker's a shooting guard.
Devin Booker runs the point though.
He's a
No, he
shooting
don't.
guard.
Bradley Beal do.
Brad, come on, fam.
He
That's
is.
tip for top. No.
They both
He
are,
is.
they both are shooting guards.
They're
but
both shooting guards, but
they're
he's running the point in
they're
Phoenix.
playing the role. Of
He's
a point
playing
guard.
the running Phoenix.
Fine.
That don't
Even
count
though
though.
Devin Booker has the ball in his hand.
It doesn't count because he's their main player.
Oh, but y'all do it to Steph.
What?
I'm letting Steph ride with the point guard. We
Damian
all know
Lillard
Yes.
over Fox.
over Fox.
Definitely.
I'll get it.
Definitely.
But that's only 2.
That was 3.
That was 3. You said Kyrie,
Dame.
Steph.
and Steph.
Now I gotta look up point guards because it's
You
hard
taking Brunson or you taking?
Luka. I'm taking Luka.
That's
Believe it or
4.
not, that's 4.
I'll give you that.
And
What about Murray?
I am probably taking.
What about
believe it or
Murray?
not, before Fox, I am probably taking.
He's a shooting guard.
I'm probably taking Trae Young or Brunson over Fox. Now that doesn't mean that Fox isn't
Never.
what?
Especially not no Trey.
Big shot Trae. You ain't
I'm
big
gonna
shot. Don't. Not,
Where's Big Trey? Where's Big
time out,
Shot
time
Trey
out,
at right
time
now?
out, Time out.
What?
So you're hating on players that don't have teams, but you're not giving Trae a pass
I'm
for
not-
being in Atlanta with all them scrubs. That's your favorite line. All them scrubs. Trae don't get a pass for playing with all them scrubs.
I'm
Trey is
saying-
overrated too.
I'm saying
Trey is way overrated.
I like Fox. Fox is like a 5, 6, or 7. But what I'm saying is, when you look at Kyrie, you can't really say I would replace him with anybody because all the players that made that team have had good seasons.
Here's my thing. My
but you
thing
know,
is
Kyrie
this.
is still on the naughty list. Man.
He is on another list. My thing is this.
He still got snubbed.
Yeah, I would agree, but who would
I
you
think
replace him with?
I
And
think
you're
he-
saying Halliburton. Who would you replace him with?
I'm replacing him with I'm gonna go Halliburton too.
Wow.
Just because number one, he was
Jamal
on-
Murray. Are you taking Fox
he's a
over
shooting
Jamal
guard.
Murray?
He's a shooting guard.
He's a 2.
He's a
He-
2.
Oh my God. Come on, y'all.
He's listed.
Tit for tat. He runs points sometimes.
Well, then we
Fine.
might well say the
Fine.
guards position.
Fine. Okay.
He top
you good.
20. He top 20 guards.
He
Not
top
even
10.
top 20 guards, maybe top 10, 15.
Who, Fox?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're
Top
not even
10, 15.
you're not calling him top 5 then.
I said point guards. I'm not calling him top 5 all.
But if you
no.
add together, you're pushing them down, is what you're saying.
If you're talking about shooting guards and point guards, that changes the realm. And that changes, what these people do. They have different sales skills.
And
So-
for your information, according to ESPN, Jamal Murray is a point guard. Just for y'all to know. And another one we forgot, I'm not taking Fox over Gildress Alexander either. And Fox is a baller, but I'm not taking him over none of the 7 I just named. So that moves him to 8. But you're saying Kyrie, if Kyrie had to replace anybody on that team, it would have to be Halliburton because he's not better than all those other players. Holiday's the only defensive player on that team. The real one, him
I
and
mean,
LeBron.
If I can be honest with myself, you talking about any player, I would, to be honest with you, LeBron and Steph, they're never gonna replace
Nor KD.
nor KD. Anthony Davis, he can be gone.
You need a big.
Joel Embiid, I'll leave him in there.
I'm
just 'cause
actually
you do
surprised
need a
he's playing
big.
for USA.
I think he just want to get a medal. But I still believe Kyrie got snubbed.
Once he played for the U.S., can he ever go back to play for the what you call it?
I think he has dual citizenship.
Yeah.
So he can play for either one, either
I
year.
think he
Yeah.
can. I think he has dual citizenship. Yeah. So, but to be fair, we know that what the NBA is doing to Kyrie is bogus. Let's just call it what it is.
I don't want to say that.
Well, he's being muzzled. and there are consequences, like him not making NBA top 75. We know that was a snub. And then what was funny is Kyrie said he wished that it was like the old days where they tried out for the USA team.
Well, you see what happened with that.
Kyrie was giving buckets when he tried out.
He was giving Kobe.
He was
I ain't
giving
saying
Kobe
buckets. He was giving
Fits.
Kobe a little bit buckets.
Yeah.
So.
And there's no doubt Kyrie Irving is one of the best point guards to ever play the game. In my opinion, the best handles of a point guard to ever play the game. But like I tell my students and some adults, man, our actions have consequences, unfortunately.
It does. So you're saying not better than Dream Team?
No.
Kesey?
No.
We shall see.
I am going, though.
what-
I am going to the game. They're
You going to
When is the game?
They're playing in Vegas against Canada on July 11th. So that's actually going to kick off Summer League, and then Summer League starts on the 12th. So they'll all be down there anyway. So I'll let y'all know what it looks like.
Thanks,
But-
Dre. I really
You know what
appreciate
all my
you letting
trip
us.
is.
You said what?
I gotta get my trip together.
Want to go?
I'll be in AZ around that time.
I know, right? Arizona's
There's
going
only
to be
a few
nice.
hours drive.
It is going to be nice and hot in July, too, man.
I
That's
know.
Good, man.
Oh, my
I've been
God.
there.
That's nice.
I know.
Glad y'all gonna have fun.
I know. You
No,
never
it's
mind.
Anyways, no, just saying, I'm glad y'all gonna have fun, man. What you mean? I'm gonna be doing other things. I have a set plan for the summer, and I'm set.
Do you?
I do.
Stop the gap.
What's kind of mess is that? Anyway,
I didn't say that.
I
You
didn't
said
say
that.
that. Anyway,
That's sarcasm. Like,
yeah, sure you did.
what do you got planned?
Sure it was.
Yeah, we want to know this.
We can't
you
know
got
what you got
planned?
planned.
Actually, I plan on going to a WNBA game. See the Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever.
So you're going to pay more for that than you would a Bucks playoff game?
No, it's around the same amount. It's like $300-$400. But I've never been to a WNBA game, so I want to go.
So you're co-signing what I said 2 weeks ago
About what?
that Caitlin Clark is about to change the game and make that sport more marketable.
I seen those ticket prices. She already changed it.
Here's a stat that you're going to hate and probably love.
Oh,
Caitlin Clark
mhm.
has sold more jerseys in one weekend than the Dallas Cowboys did all last season.
That's false. Fake news.
Is it?
News.
Is it?
Fake news.
I
All right.
saw that
I
on
would
one
not
of these.
sit here and listen to this propaganda
I believe it.
that is going on these streets.
I believe
If
it.
you even come on this podcast with this propaganda, it's ridiculous.
They said her jersey.
America's team. You know, I'm not gonna go into.
How's
this.
Angel
Not
Reese? How's her jerseys doing?
I don't follow the sport, so I couldn't tell you.
You
That's
don't
why I
follow
went
basketball. You don't
I'm
follow.
just
I
trying
what?
to
don't
figure
follow
out
WNBA.
why they following her so tough.
because she is the second. She is the lady version of Steph Curry, and she's about to put the WNBA on the map bigger than it's ever been.
I'm not
In
gonna lie to you.
fact, they are moving her games to larger arenas and bigger markets.
I want to see if that's gonna happen.
They already did in Houston.
Well, they haven't did it in like other places. That's why I'm interested to see what's gonna happen.
Why?
God forbid.
What you
Because
mean, why?
have you ever seen her play?
Yeah, she's decent.
Man, what? Shut up. You hate. Now you're being
now you're just
sarcastic.
talking. Now you're just saying something.
Sum it up in a nutshell, the WNBA is now getting
You
ready
don't,
to
you
hit
don't have to make
that
that. Don't do
golden
nothing.
era of like the Magic Jordan Bird of the NBA. We actually now got quality women that have followings that we care about. So we want to go see them play because of what they've done in the NCAA.
We got plenty of women that done that. Rebecca Lobo,
But,
No,
Not on the level.
Lisa
bro.
Leslie.
but you got to
Not on
look,
this level.
look at it from the terms. of the
What's
NBA.
the one who won it, coach? What's her name?
Stanley,
Not smooth.
Dawn Stanley.
Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you got to remember, look at it from the perspective of
they love them.
everybody you
No,
you naming. They were at the birth of the WNBA.
This is
Then it went down, and now it's going back up. We're at that point now where we're watching again, and that's why we care about these core women right now. Because as long as they keep doing what they were doing in the NCAA, they can get that following that they need.
I just feel.
so basically we talking about another temporary hype.
I don't think it's temporary.
I don't know.
Or a temporary excitement.
I mean, we don't really don't. I
Because
don't.
how long before they get bored with that?
So here's the thing, Keith.
People aren't bored of Steph Curry.
No, here's my thing. Here's my
She's no
thing.
Steph.
I think the
She's no Steph.
WNBA.
I'm not saying she is, but that's who
I'm
they're
saying-
calling her.
No,
Steph
I'm
will be
saying
52, and people will still come to see him before they come see her.
that's facts. My thing is this. I think that the WNBA.
So you call it what you want.
The WNBA is pulling.
Are
Is
you
going to.
are you having this problem because she doesn't look like us?
Yeah, I said it. That's sexist, bro.
That's very sexist. It's very sexist, Andre. I don't know.
No, I'm not talking to. So you took it sexist.
He taking it
I
right.
see what you
No,
did.
I'm talking about.
I'm talking about race.
I know-
Are
I'm a-
people upset because she's not a black woman doing this? I'm just curious because
no.
I've never seen
I
people
think-
more angry and more hyped up from a woman player having an economic impact.
No, that's not it. That's
I
not
don't care about
Bro,
that.
folks are not Kesey.
There,
People
people
are
are upset.
people
because
are
of-
upset.
People are upset because her pay. They're not upset because of her pay.
But the WNBA, they don't make no money, so who cares?
You can't tell people that. They don't know that.
That's an ongoing thing that will always
It's
happen.
always gonna be like
They
that.
like Keesley said, they're just now hot again right now, so that's why the conversation is coming back up.
It's just a temporary hype.
It's not a temporary hype
They're
though.
always going to talk about the pay until you can fill the seat. So with ticket prices going where they are now, as long as you can continuously keep people in the seats that are willing to pay those ticket prices, then you can get a bump.
But I was gonna
Just
go
think
into
of it
Do
like
you
this.
know how many
But I
resale
was-
tickets
hold
are
on.
on Ticketmaster right now?
Just think of it like this. Hold on. Just think of it like this. It's a temporary hype, right? She gets injured.
God forbid.
God forbid she get injured though.
Mhm.
Where's the hype go then?
The hype goes to somebody else.
Who does it go to?
It goes to
Because
Angela-
ain't
it goes-
nobody else. These are,
it-
they
it
got
is
WNBA
Angela.
stars
No,
already
what I'm saying
that
is
they
this
not
is-
talking about,
They're not talking about them,
but they're talking about her.
But they're
That's
talking
my-
about
that's
her.
That's where my problem come in. You got
But
all
they're
these-
talking about her for a reason.
You got
though.
all these
Bro,
women.
Kesey, they're calling
Listen,
her the greatest
What
basketball
about
player in
what
college
about old girl
basketball
we sat
history.
next to? I'm not. Think about who we sat next to.
I get
I
it.
don't know who you're talking about, but I
Enrique.
can,
Enrique.
I can
Enrique
think
is
of
a
she from Milwaukee.
monster.
Yeah, but my thing is this:
She was doing the same things that Caitlyn was
She's
doing.
not
she
doing
was
the same
never
thing.
called the greatest NCAA women's player, bro.
And then be honest with you, to
She
be
still
really
didn't win no
honest with you,
championship, and she still didn't win no championship. But she the greatest.
no, but she won. First of all, she did the record. She did the record. She did what LeBron did, but in college basketball. That's number one. Number two, let's be honest here. She white. It does help. It does. Let's just call it what it is. She white. It helps because you got all these white people like, oh, I gotta buy tickets. All of a sudden, these tickets is skyrocket. They not double. They tripled. $300 or $400 just to see her play is crazy. But like you said, Iowa, not being a small town, they had to change her basketball game to a larger arenas just to see her play. They went to a football stadium just to see her play. That's going from 10,000 to 30,000 people just to see her play. They're taking that to the WNBA. Now, what I feel like
So
this
when
is
she
though,
go to the WNBA, it's gonna fall off.
I don't think it's gonna fall
I
off,
don't
but I
think
do see this. I do see the women being competitive. Like, hey, you think it's sweet when you come over here? It's gonna be another thing. That's what I do like, but I don't know if it's gonna backfire on the WNBA because people gonna be going at her real hard.
I was gonna say she gonna get she gonna run into
and
like
then
a
on top
bad
of that,
girls
and then on
team.
top of that, like you said, I'm not. It's very.
The
If
hype
you
is gonna
paying
die
$300,
down
$400,
real
if you paying $300-400 for this, and then you paying $300-400 to see the Indiana Pacers play, it's gonna be a conflict of interest somewhere.
or what they'll probably do.
But I don't know.
Hold up,
But
what
I'm
they'll-
paying.
What they'll
unfortunately.
probably do, like you do in college ball. In college ball, if you buy season tickets for men, like I have Marquette season tickets, I had to buy the women ones too. You have to.
You bought the women's one?
You don't have a choice. It's a
Jesus
package
Christ.
deal. It's a package deal in most cases. So the Indiana could do that. They could say if you're going to buy season tickets, you have to also buy WNBA. It's a package deal.
All right, but let's move on real quick.
Shout out to Caitlin Clark.
Shout out to Caitlin Clark. Really quickly. I was right about the play-in.
Shout out to Angel Reese.
Shout out to Angel Reese too.
don't
I
know
didn't
Angel
expect her to drop to
But
number 7.
I'll talk about that later. That's
She
all right.
dropped to number 7.
I did.
Like we tend to want the popular people to be at the top, but you also got to look at the team need. Her dropping to number 7 and then
It was
going
a
to
need.
Chicago with another stacked player makes them a dominating duo that's
It
gonna
does.
be more entertaining than Clark, in my opinion.
That's what's up.
But Indiana they had the rookie of the year last year. She came from South Carolina, but we don't need to get into women's basketball.
Her jerseys are already sold out. She signed a big contract with
Yeah.
Nike. But the funny part is, and then we can move on,
You still talking about her?
her NIL deal is worth more than her WNBA contract.
All
we
over
still
is.
talking about her?
Angel Reese ain't either. Injuries is too.
Man, that's crazy.
But yeah, we still.
We still talking about her.
You don't like women basketball?
I mean,
I like women's sports.
Casey, if you don't like women's basketball, just say you don't like women's
women.
basketball.
I watch WN. I'm just saying, there's so many women who worked hard for this opportunity.
Sometimes
and they
people got to
didn't
fall
get
by the
that money.
wayside.
Casey, this
That's
is the same
it's not
thing.
I get your point.
Can
I
I
do
can
get
I
your point.
speak my piece
Go ahead.
without being interrupted?
No,
like
that's not
the
how
fact
these shows go.
The fact that they're giving women a little bit of recognition,
Uh-huh.
but my problem is so many women that was there before her that didn't get that.
So what you want to do?
I'm not asking them to do anything.
I'm just saying it's a lot of people before.
And then, like you said,
it's a lot of people before
and
Jordan.
just like you said, her skin color is getting her a lot further along
A little bit.
than it would have been
That's right.
anything else.
Let's do it like this. This is probably more relatable for us being from Milwaukee than anybody. When Glenn Robinson hit the league,
Mhm.
was he one of the best players in the league at the time?
No.
Exactly. But did he not have the highest paid contract when he hit the league, right?
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, those other players who were way better than him, contract time that came up, what did they do? I need more than him because I'm playing better than him. I got you.
Oh, so what you're saying is she's going to start a revolution.
Exactly.
For
I
more
like
pay.
that.
There you
I like
go.
that.
Well,
Okay.
because look what
Okay.
Terrence wrote. I hope her game translates in the WNBA so viewership can increase and these women can get more money.
It's all going to be a trickle-down effect. So as much as you're unhappy with her being paid as she is, she got a lot on her shoulders. So she got to go out here and she got to perform. She got to damn near be the Larry Bird of the WNBA so everybody else can eat off of her.
That's true.
I want to see it.
But so
I wanna
moving
see it.
moving
They gonna
on.
be at her head. Like what?
Moving on. The playoffs are set.
I was gonna say something else, but I ain't gonna say it.
The playoffs are set, and the playoffs are set, and they started yesterday. Today is Sunday. It started Saturday. I was right on all my play-in picks.
I think I missed one, right?
I think I think both of y'all missed the one.
Yep.
Who did I miss?
Y'all missed the AC.
You missed
for the-
you missed New Orleans. You had New Orleans going in.
Yeah, I had he had Sacramento. You had Golden State.
Yes, there you go.
I had New
I
Orleans.
had
you had Sacramento.
I had the Lakers.
No,
going in.
You had the Lakers
eight.
going at their spot, and
At
then
7.
you had Sacramento going at the 8. So it's okay to be wrong. Keith.
Then I'm not trying to figure out how it went. I can't remember.
Lakers got 7. The Lakers got 7.
Here we go.
The Lakers got 7. And then New Orleans got 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Sac got eliminated.
Sac got
well,
eliminated.
also too, Miami Miami's in it.
Miami's
I think
in it.
we picked
yeah.
Miami.
I
we
picked
all
Miami.
picked
We all
Miami
picked
and Philly.
Philadelphia and Miami,
Yeah,
and then I was the one who picked that.
That's gonna be the best series to me.
So
What?
here, so
Philly
my
and the
question,
Knicks.
so my question for y'all, hey, we're doing this one time only.
Oh.
This is your opportunity to change your picks.
Uh-oh.
This is your opportunity to change your picks. I just sent something to the group chat. We are locked in.
Starting at 39 minutes
That was-
on 421.
That was a setup.
This is
When
your,
I looked at, I just
Go
thought
ahead.
about it, man.
Go
When I
ahead.
looked at that, the Pelicans versus OKC,
Mhm. Who you saying that the NBA didn't want that?
the NBA wanted that.
Really?
They
Casey?
wanted OKC to go to the second round because if OKC got anybody else, they begin busted
You
out.
sound like Aisha Curry, bro.
I'm serious.
It's only a setup,
Really?
but it's not the Lakers.
If it was the Sacramento,
Mhm.
Sacramento will pop them.
Come on,
Wait,
man.
wait.
Let's do our picks, man.
Who
Let's
you-
do our picks.
are you changing any
What
of
do
your
you mean?
picks?
Come on, man. Let's do our picks. I can't.
I'm trying to get downtown, bro.
Uh,
That's all I'm
Bye.
saying.
Don't let the door hit you with a good Lord split you.
If I was taking this black.
The minute you say something you don't like. you gonna throw
So let's
them
just
Exactly.
start over.
Quickly.
Let's start over. 'cause I
no,
don't remember what
are
we
you
did.
changing your picks?
Yes.
Of course, I know Dre was gonna change his
Yes.
picks. Go
Well,
ahead.
I don't even remember what we did. So what are we doing here? Are we going through the
We
whole?
go, no,
thing?
we going first round. We just doing first
First
round.
round. Okay. Team by team, or how you doing it?
Going team by team. We doing Boston versus Miami.
Boston in 4.
I'm going Boston. I'm not changing mine.
What did you say? But just remind people.
I said Boston in 4 last
Okay.
time.
Boston in 5.
Okay.
Cleveland number 4 versus number 5 Orlando. I think I said Cleveland. I'm sticking
Cleveland
with
in
that.
6.
No, I think I said Orlando.
Cleveland in 5.
This is new. Come on.
I'm going Cleveland in 6. I'm going Cleveland in 6.
Agreed.
Cleveland in 5.
You going Cleveland in 5? Milwaukee versus Indiana.
Go ahead, Geezy.
Bucks in 5.
Indiana in 7.
Indiana in 6.
Ooh.
I hope I'm wrong, Indiana in 6.
Look, I'm a Bucks fan.
We all are.
I'm a Bucks fan.
We all are.
But I'm also a realist.
We all are. With no Giannis, this is an uphill battle.
Giannis will be playing in this series. Giannis will play in this series.
I don't
He
know about
will
that.
play in this series.
I'm gonna tell you like
I don't know
this.
about that.
You basically-
I'm going
So
still.
you telling me you taking Halliburton over Dame, basically? Because that's what the series boils down to. Whoever have the better series of the two.
It boils down to who has Dame can't do it by itself, and to me it's all about the
Middleton has to show up.
I mean,
it's all
Middleton-
about the cast.
It's about the cast, but at the end of the day, it's between the battle of the guards.
It is.
It's between Halliburton and Dame. Who's going to have the better series?
So you
And I got more faith in Dame than I do Halliburton.
look. I hope I'm wrong.
I hope I'm wrong too. But right now, if you look at the 4-1 from the season, and you look at Giannis perhaps not playing none this round, the deck is stacked against us.
It is.
Okay, so I get that.
In fact,
And Jeff Teague just said something on this podcast the other day.
what did he say?
He said he's
Atlanta,
going for
They beat Cleveland 4-0 during the regular season.
that's LeBron.
And
Don't
then
do
guess
that.
what happened first round of the playoffs?
LeBron. Let's not do that.
The
Come on.
Cavaliers swept them.
Let's not.
It's
But they didn't get no ring though that year.
It's LeBron.
That's
bro.
true. It's
They didn't
LeBron.
get no ring that year.
It's true. That's true.
So
I'm
just saying.
I'm saying it's LeBron.
The
Though.
regular
DC, I
season,
love the
it's-
fan in you,
it's
bro.
not about the fan. It's about the different calibers of basketball.
Mhm.
You got to remember when the playoffs come, the game changes.
Mhm.
All of that in-season stuff that goes on,
Mhm.
that run and gun,
Mhm.
you ain't doing that in the playoffs.
What I will say about this series, the Bucks need to come out, in the words of Kesey, putting their foot on their neck, and they need to get both at home. They cannot go to Indiana down 2-0. They cannot. They cannot afford to go down 1-1. I would love to say I have confidence in Middleton and Dame to do this, but you don't know which version of them gonna show up.
Dame plays better when Giannis is not there. So maybe
That's
this is
what they say.
That's
So
what they
maybe
say.
this is what we need to start the series.
I
off.
just know that with Dame, I just know like I said, I'm going off what we have been going on in the season. And you're right, Kesey. When you're right, the playoffs is something totally different. But I just feel like, and Milwaukee is the better team.
Yeah.
But I just feel like from what I've seen, it's just my hopes aren't high. My hopes aren't high. That's what I'm saying.
So
And then we got after that, we got the Knicks versus the 76ers. See, here's the thing. This is why I wanted to ask y'all, did y'all want to change our pick? Because I believe if you didn't watch the game yesterday, 76ers, I believe we all picked 76ers too.
Mhm.
But watching the game yesterday, it had a
I don't
different
think we
feel.
got that far though, did we?
We did. We
Did
did
we?
the whole
Okay,
first. We did
okay.
her first round.
I think I
Okay.
picked the
Now
Knicks.
this is
Okay.
like I said before. This is official. I'm going starting all over. What are you doing?
Go ahead,
Knicks and
Keith.
6.
You going Knicks and 6?
After looking at game 1 and without knowing about Joel's,
He'll play.
he'll play, but in pain.
He'll definitely play in pain.
I'm gonna go with the Knicks in 5.
I hate that because if we didn't watch game 1, mine would be 76ers.
That's
think
why I
y'all's
tried to
would be
tell y'all
too.
we should have recorded before the playoffs started. You the one. Let's just wait to Let's just wait to
So
Sunday.
you say that and then you doing 50 million things. Let's record it like 10 o'clock at night.
Just 'cause I'm going to
asleep.
the game?
I'm old. I'm sleep. I'm old.
I bet you if I was taking you, you would have been more accommodating.
No, I wouldn't.
Awkward silence.
Anyways,
Can
Awkward.
we zoom the camera on his face
uh,
when he says that again?
Jalen Brunson is that guy. I'm going. You know what? No. I'm going Philly in 7. I'm going Philly in 7. That was my pick. I'm going with it. I don't like
that
it.
was so I've watched every game except for the 2 last night because I was at a work event, or the last one.
Mhm.
That was the best game
It
that was
was.
on. That was the most competitive game.
It was until the West. Lakers game was good.
It was not. The
Lakers
that
game
got,
was good.
the first quarter, that
Lakers
game
game
got
was
away
good.
from LA quickly. Come
Exactly.
on.
That's why it was good.
Such a hater. I want competitive playoffs. Like
Who
the
in the
Boston
game in the
Miami
third?
game
Huh?
was borderline boring
Who won the
today.
game in the third?
Who?
The Lakers. It was the fourth one Denver
No,
took over.
that was the third.
That was the third.
Was it the third?
It was the third. They
Denver
killed him in the
took
third
over,
quarter. It
bro.
was that.
They
It was
should have
a
sat
wrap.
LeBron and just let him rest up for
They
tonight.
can't. They can't. They said LeBron, they got ugly, and they pulled him back in. I was like, this is showing his age, but let's go there real quick.
Yeah.
LA versus the Knicks. I mean the Nuggets. I haven't
Nuggets in
changed.
4.
Nuggets in 4.
Nuggets in 4.
Nuggets in 6.
You got that much faith in them?
They'll get a couple games in.
I hope so.
This is
Because for me, here's why I don't like sweeps. And I love the playoffs. The quicker the first round ends, the quicker the season ends. So, like,
That's true.
stretch it as long as...
get him up out of there. Get him up out of there.
I think LeBron got too much pride to get swept again.
He ain't got nothing to do with pride. LeBron old.
His skill,
LeBron will
bro.
walk out there with his big toe hanging off.
And you know what else?
And he
You know what
All
else?
4 games in a row.
I'm going to say
They
this.
lost all
I'm
4 games last year.
going to say
I
this.
said again.
Oh,
I'm going to say this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
D'Angelo Russell is showing us exactly why people don't trust him.
Yeah,
He was 3 for what? 18
3 for
yesterday?
19, 3 for 19, something like that. I don't think it's gonna happen again.
You can't play like that against Denver.
And I'm gonna tell you, playing at that altitude is rough if you're not from there. I'm telling y'all.
Listen, I've been to Denver.
gotta hear
Breathing
people-
that air is tough.
You gotta been there to know what it is like, dude. It's different.
It is very
and you coming from
Denver
Cali,
just be-
sunny weather,
can
cool
Denver just be better?
breezes, and you go.
Can-
Isn't it a time difference too? Maybe. Yeah. But
Can
anyway,
Denver
we won't give excuses. I got Denver. Joker is they're gonna march to the finals easily.
Okay, now here's one. This is interesting. This is probably the most interesting series to me. Minnesota versus Phoenix. Now, I remember vividly what you said.
Mm-hmm.
I remember vividly what you said.
Mm-hmm. What did we
what you-
say?
Huh?
What did we say?
But you had Phoenix in 6.
I still have Phoenix in 6.
You have Phoenix in 6?
I do.
What do you have?
Phoenix in 6.
I had Phoenix in 6 too. I changed my mind. Anthony Edwards is a beast, and he refuses to let Minnesota lose. I got Minnesota in 6.
Okay. I would enjoy that.
He did play good.
He played real good.
I would
Talking
enjoy
crazy.
that.
And he was talking crazy to KD.
Exactly.
Yeah, they released a transcript of what he said.
Yeah. Call him old.
He said, "Yeah, sit down." I'm like, wow. But that was his. KD is his idol.
Yeah, he said it's his favorite player. But yeah, I'm going Minnesota in 6. I'm going Minnesota.
Yeah,
6.
I'm going with Phoenix.
I
man.
forgot. I didn't know this. Commentators was talking. Minnesota's the best defensive team in the NBA.
Number
apparently.
1, and they
Number
were
1
28
defense.
last year.
So I'm going Minnesota in 6. I changed my
And
I
they do
changed my
got the
pick.
Twin Towers. They better be some defensive.
That's
Yeah,
what
that
I've been
is true.
saying all season, man.
We got the LA Clippers versus Dallas Mavericks.
Clippers in 6.
You still got Clippers in 6.
Did you watch the game before you
did.
came here?
I got Dallas in 7.
I didn't see the game.
Hey Siri, what's the score to the Los Angeles Clippers?
They lost
game?
by 20.
Okay, I guess the Sherman Phoenix Wi-Fi said no. But the Clippers destroyed
won
them
the
today
game.
without Kawhi.
Yeah, they won the game 109-97.
Without Kawhi.
Why without Kawhi? I'm going. I'm still going Dallas in 7.
Clippers in 6.
I can see that. OKC Thunder versus New Orleans Pelicans.
OKC in 6.
OKC in 5. Because there's no Zion.
There's no Zion.
Oh, he out again?
He's
Yeah,
hurt. He didn't even
hamstring.
play the second
He didn't play
play-in
the second.
game.
I forgot to add him to the thing. He got a hamstring injury, so he'll be out this whole series.
Yep. So we
I'm
got
going-
a whole series.
Whole series. I'm going OKC in 6.
So we gotta ask this because it's the first round. NBA Finals preview.
No, not yet.
What?
You want to do that? Are you sure?
We could do it and then we can change.
I don't want to keep changing.
We have to change
I don't want
it
to keep changing
because if the brackets change, we gotta change.
I
What
don't
do you
want to change.
mean?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not. That's why I'm not doing NBA
I mean,
Finals.
I'm here
We
now.
gotta-
What's 5 more minutes? We almost done.
But
You don't want to do it now, or you want to
no,
wait?
I want to wait. I want
First
to wait.
round.
Let's just kick
Just
it
do
the
first round. All
Let's
right.
kick it the first
All
round.
right.
What do
I do gotta ask. Do you still think the Bucks can win a title?
That's a good question.
Kesey, do you still think the Bucks can win a title? Considering, don't even take Giannis's injury to effect. Considering how Boston's playing,
I know what
how all these other teams are playing, do you still think the Bucks can get to the championship?
Do I still believe they can get there?
Yes. Okay.
But then can things happen where they don't? Yes. But I do got faith that they can get there if they come to play.
Really quickly, do you need to get up out of here?
How much more? What are we doing here?
I just had something I seen. I wanted to just approach it.
Go ahead.
I can broach it next week.
No, go ahead.
I can broach it.
bring
next
it
week.
up.
No,
Go ahead, man.
it's a
Come on.
longer conversation. I can broach it next week.
Well, give the viewers what is it that we're approaching next week?
Next week we'll be broaching.
Broaching.
Broaching. Is it?
What's
Approaching.
I thought it was broaching. Broaching is what?
Brochat. I never heard that before.
Oh, okay.
That must
okay.
be a
All right. This is-
Milwaukee thing.
That's above our pay grade. I don't know what
Definitely
that
above
means.
mine.
This is above our pay grade. No, what I was going to broach is what I want to talk about next week is what last week we talked about grades, just the Bucks individually. I found the article where they gave teams they finalized grades. It was a Bleacher Report article, and it gave some report card grades to some NBA teams. Well, all the NBA teams. And I just kind of wanted to go over some surprises for me. But I will just going into Bucks talk. They gave Milwaukee a
B minus.
nope.
A D.
Yep.
Let's talk about that next week because I have a lot to say about that.
They gave Milwaukee a D. They gave Milwaukee a D.
Yep.
And that's why that's
That's
a
why
longer
because of Stephen A.
that's a longer
Stephen A. been
conversation.
riding the Bucks.
Oh, Stephen A. be riding
He was riding
everybody,
the
bro.
Bucks so hard.
Stephen-
Really quickly though.
This
This
week he was riding
you know
the
what?
Bucks so
Hold on, no.
hard.
He riding the
this is why-
Bucks.
this
He
is-
riding
Ooh, he
the
been
Suns. He riding Joe Biden. Stephen A. is riding anybody that will listen.
But here's real quick. Giannis was on his brother's podcast. Did you
Mhm.
see that?
Oh, sorry, no. Before you go there, shout out to Dame for calling Stephen A. out for being a liar.
Oh, I know.
Shout out to Dame. Thank you for
Here's
shutting him up.
About him not being happy.
Yeah.
He going through a lot of stuff.
He said, I am happy with Milwaukee, but my personal life is boo-boo. In so many words is what he
It
said.
is. It is.
And I can believe that.
He's going through a divorce.
He's going
He
through
don't
a
have his
divorce.
kids. He
His
don't have his
wife petty.
woman.
His wife Petty. It's just a lot going on there. But real quick, Giannis, he was on his brother's podcast, did a live show. I wish I would have knew I would have went. But he turned down a 6-figure shoe deal from Adidas
Yep, I read that.
because they didn't want to give his brother they didn't want to give him a deal either.
Well, here's the beauty. Giannis is gonna ask
and
for a
on top of
trade,
that,
so-
Giannis has in his contract, his brother has to be on the team wherever he goes.
Is that what Giannis said?
No, yeah,
Is that what Giannis said on the podcast?
he didn't say on the podcast. I read an article. That's in his contract.
No.
So,
No way.
yep.
No way.
So all this Theatis, whatever his name is,
Thanasis.
whatever, he's gonna be here for a long time.
I know. He kind of remind me of like Marty Collins.
I can't believe
Marty who?
Y'all remember Marty Collins? He used to have a form like this. He used to shoot like that.
Yeah, I can't believe
It will be an interesting
Ridiculous.
off season for the Milwaukee Bucks, injury or not.
It will be. It very will be. But I think we're gonna be stuck with this roster for at least 2 years.
And that sucks because
It
the roster's
does.
not good.
Well, we'll see what happens.
We got some. Let's see how it goes.
I'm hoping it goes well,
give them some
man.
grace. Let's
I'm hoping to.
let's give them some grace and see what happens first round.
I'd rather know it's coming than to get my feelings hurt. Last year, my feelings was hurt. I'm not gonna lie to you. They was hurt.
Your feelings was hurt. We
Your
were there
pocket-
live.
Your
But
pockets
we
was
ain't,
hurt.
we
Your
ain't
feelings
going,
was
but
hurt.
we
Your
ain't going
pockets
against
was hurt.
Uncle
Pockets
Jimmy.
wasn't hurt.
We ain't
but
got Uncle Jimmy first round.
Yeah. Take that. Pockets wasn't hurt. Feelings was hurt. Listen, bro. You could hear a pin drop.
We was there.
You could hear a pin drop.
Even-
It was so quiet.
The Bucks got screwed too. on
And you
some
see, the
calls.
thing
On
is,
some
you wanted-
major calls,
yeah,
too.
but it shouldn't have never been that close.
It shouldn't have.
You know,
We-
but the other part is the hardest part about being and I can say this as a Packer fan, knowing you all my life, the hardest part about your team losing at home is when you're there with fans of the other team.
They
Dude,
talking smack.
the Miami fans was talking so much trash.
They had it right to.
If I was a fighter, I probably would have got into a fight because they was in people's face.
Not even the fans. Just hear because we were so close. We could hear Jimmy telling him, "This shit over right now.
Yeah, get
This shit over
here.
right now.
Get the fuck out of here.
This who you got on me?
oh,
This shit over right now."
Talking trash. Baby and Holiday.
I would love
Baby,
that.
remember we talked about he
I see it on TV.
And
bullied
then y'all talking about
Holiday.
why did the Bucks trade Holiday? The way he treated Holiday that round, I
didn't want to get into this. Maybe a little bit
his
next week.
defensive presence left for me.
All
And,
I know is this.
Holiday got 135 and about to win the championship.
All these people leaving
Not that-
Milwaukee thriving. That's all I
Thriving.
know.
They better, hope, they better hope they get past Miami.
They're going to sweep Miami.
We're gonna sweep.
We're
Miami
gonna see.
nasty.
We are.
We
Did
gonna
you watch
sweep
the game
Miami
today?
nasty.
Yeah.
It was
Jimmy?
17-0 in the first quarter.
What's the call of her too? Scary Terry.
How he get hurt?
Terry who?
Rozier.
Rozier.
Why
You literally.
y'all
asked us-
call him Scary Terry?
You literally asked us last week.
Scary Terry is a
Scary-
bucket.
Yeah, you did.
He's a
recorded
bucket.
for an hour and 50
He's a
minutes.
bucket. You just didn't remember him because
That's
he was
why.
over in Charlotte. He was still averaging more. He would average more points in Charlotte than he was in Boston.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
But so we can get up out of here and go to the bus game. This has been another episode of 94 Feet Podcast. I'd like to thank my brother Dre.
Yo, it was always a good one. These playoff episodes are absolutely my favorites, y'all. Make sure y'all lock in with us.
My brother Kesey.
It's been another good one, good people. Appreciate y'all out there listening. Let's go, Bucks.
Go Bucks.
It's your boy Big Zeke. We can catch us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. You can catch us on all streaming platform, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, Spreaker, SoundCloud. Agree with us?
Probably not.
This is 94 Feet Podcast. Peace.
Bucks and 6.